Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Sentinel's 4inch-nel figure line, and we have Rockman.EXE, or XA. Or as many of us know it also here in US, Megaman NT Warrior. I think I've watched the show. I can't quite remember. I think it's been a while as well as play the game. And I think the game is kind of like Digimon. Basically, you send in Megaman as you're the main character, and you battle all of other virtual characters. It's been a while. I forget what they call them in the game, but it's actually quite fun, and it's kind of like those like tactics where you move in like a square. And there's like certain rows depending on the attack. You can go through a straight line or a couple blocks, or you have to be close. So it's a fun strategy game, and you can send in data to upgrade Megaman. Also, I'm going to be interchanging the name Megaman Rockman on this review. But yeah, nonetheless, this is really cool. So this is like the other version other than the Megaman I've reviewed already, and hopefully they make more along these lines. And yeah, quite nice. Pretty much your standard box, kind of like Mega Man. And inside we can clearly see what's in there. So on this one, we have the blaster, the blade, and another faceplate that kind of has a mask in front, a half face mask. And I believe there's going to be a Sentinel clear base inside. That's it. There's no other additional hands from what I can see here. Yeah. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright then, here we go. We have the Sentinel clear base here. And just for comparison, we have the other Mega Man here. About the same height, 4 inches. And for those who are wondering how tall it is, next to the Art's Megaman.EXE, there we go. So again, the Mega Man here, or Megaman.EXE, he's about 5 inches. Yeah. So there we go, just a quick comparison. Alright, so we have Mega Man here. Paint job is quite nice. I really like it. I didn't really see much issue other than maybe this could have been a little bit more cleaner compared to this other side here, but that's just really being nitpicky. I think it's fine. It doesn't look like it's bleeding over or anything like that. Even the square rectangles here are nicely done. Even on the side here. Yeah, that's just great. I like that. Really nice. Other than that, just going over articulation, it's actually a bit different from the other, or the Mega Man, because this one, you can actually pop this off from here, and as well as from the bottom. It's connected with this peg system with hinges, so it's a little different. Yeah. So let's put this back on. He can look down. It's a bit limited. He can look up, but to the side, just how the hair is kind of hitting the backpack. But he can look side to side, so fairly good. Then moving down here. Well, actually, let's do that later on for a different face. And even then, that's actually a little different on how to swap it. Now you got the shoulder here. You can actually have a little bit of a swivel there, which is kind of cool that they have that. And definitely you can reach the other shoulder. You got your bicep swivel right there. You can move this shoulder up. There's a hinge there, as you can see. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they have that swivel point there. There we go. And it kind of has like a collapsing part there for the elbow, which is nice. And you got your wrist joint here. There is no other separate hands. I don't know if you can pop this out. Oh, okay, there you go. I guess you can. But for this, if we pop this out, it's actually kind of curved, like a cup there. And it's a different peg system. For those who remember, the Mega Man has a rectangular peg connection, so you cannot swap this arm to that one. Well, for obvious reason, it's a different Mega Man. And I will just pop this back in there. Same thing on this side here. It could get a little loose, or if you just have it in a certain angle, because you have that little bit of tilt there, which kind of pops it off. And I kind of wish that peg gets a little longer, but just gotta make sure it's all the way in there. Once it's in there, it's fine. There we go. Again, you got that wrist joint which you can rock, and you have your torso here which you can rotate. I think there is a mid torso there a little bit. Yeah, I tried removing this backpack. I think it's fused in there, so can't really do much. Now for the legs, you got quite a bit of range of motion. You can move it up, which is great. And you got your knee bend here, double jointed, and actually that part also collapsed, kind of like the elbow. So yeah, you can do a lot of dynamic poses with this. And you have a tie swivel right there. So it's a really cool figure. And you get your ankle. Yeah. And you can probably tilt it a little bit. We want that ankle tilt for wide stance. So yeah, very nice. Let's go over the blaster and blade. So we have the blade here. It's quite nice. It's a really light green wash on it. You can kind of see that. And this just pegs in. That part is where the backside is. I'm gonna put it on here. That way I can dual wield. So we'll put it here. Kind of want to angle. Oh, actually, wait. There we go. Kind of want to angle it a little bit, and should just pegged in. There we go. I like that design there. Kind of covers that joint fairly well, although it's a bit troublesome sometimes. So I guess there we go. Trying to bend it some more. And you can rotate this whole thing here, the blade. So that's quite nice. You can do that. I wonder if you can take this out. Nope. Alright, then moving on, let's do the other side. You got your blaster here. Likewise, you kind of want to tilt that. And that thing bends over. Or I mean bends inside. And you have your red dot there for the blaster. And there you go. You can dual wield. Definitely really nice figure. Alright, so next part is the mask. Right here, the alternate face. Now to swap this, you have to remove the ears here. So we're just gonna pop that out. This actually is quite easy to pop off. And kind of afraid that, or I should just remove this too, that it might just fall off. So I might try some kind of I'll probably add some magnets. We'll see how that turns out. So put this on here. Yeah, I've kind of added some clear polish there, kind of tighten it, but it's just too small, and I think it'll benefit if I put the magnet. I think it'll fit there. I think. I'm hoping it does. That way when I put this on, it will just stick in. It's actually not bad, but just see how that easy that you can pop that off. Yeah. So while playing with this, you might end up popping that. But that's a cool mask. Although mine, it kind of, in terms of that rectangular part there, it kind of misprint. It's a little lower than on that panel line right there. But I mean, from afar you're not going to be able to notice that anyways. But yeah, really nice. I mean, certain joints here also, it's kind of loose. I'm not sure how to tighten that. Huh. But it still can hold it. I mean, it's not going to flap down because of gravity. But just something I've noticed. Anyways, let's put this on to the base here. The base is too. I wish they've given us another claw, which is smaller, because this kind of just too big for the 4-inch-nel. But there you go. I keep popping them off. In a sense, it is somewhat of a fragile figure. But nonetheless, it's really cool. I like this. Alright, so I think I was changing out that face, and which hence why I'm doing this particular mod on this one. So again, the problem was this tends to pop off easily. So we're gonna do a face swap, pop that off. And from the other Megaman, you can just slide this off. But on this one, you're supposed to remove this parts here on the end. Kind of like the ear button. It could be headphones or something, but not quite. Alright, so what I did is I added magnets. I like using this neodymium magnets. They are 3mm in diameter and 1.5mm in height. They're great. I buy a bunch of this. Great for modding things. And basically, even though it's gonna stick out, it stays in place. And just push it in and it holds quite well. Same thing on the other side. The problem is it's a bit tricky because you kind of have to carve certain parts of the plastic there. Even here, it's not flush. So you gotta have to wiggle your way and try to fit those. But make sure they're flush when you put those magnets in, and it's great having that. Alright, let's swap this out. Take those off. And when you do this, you need basically a micro... Well, I have a drill bits here. But I have a micro pin vise right here. This works wonder. I would highly recommend getting a set if you like modding things, and especially just adding those magnets. Alright, so swap this out. And another thing I did is I had to trim this edge here because the magnet kind of sticks inward. So I just kind of shave off some parts there. There we go. And I put this on here. This goes on this side. And likewise on this one. I think it would have been better if they just magnetized it. But well, mine is magnetized now. Alright, quick easy mod makes it a lot better in terms of a figure. And there you go. Again, let's just swap this again. Let's probably just have the blade here. There we go. I just wish there's a better way with this peg connection. Yeah, it keeps popping off, and well, that's because I'm putting it the wrong side. Is it? No, that's oddly. Oh, anyways, get the blade there. That's probably one of the issues with this figure, is just getting that blade to stick in there could be a little bit troublesome, but there we go. I think it would have been better if they give you an open hand as well, like for the other Megaman, but then again, yeah, I think that would have been better. So yeah, I like that the mask face, quite nice. Alright, so that concludes the review for Megaman NT Warrior or Rockman.EXE. A really nice figure, and I like it. Yeah, you know, despite a few things that could have been better, the elbow joint peg could have been longer, but something tells me they've made it that short. It's pretty much like other figures, so it will pop off instead of breaking that peg, or just makes it easier for interchanging the different hands. On the other hand, that yellow piece on the side of the head could have been better. Yeah, it just pops off too easily once you pop it up the first time. I went to crazy extent of adding magnets. I'm sure not everyone's gonna do that. Another thing you can try possibly is sticking a small piece of paper towel, and that will give it traction, or maybe add that clear polish and let it sit. I didn't wait, and I just opted out with the magnets because I think that's the best way to fix the problem for me. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be a trend for Sentinel, for the 4-inch-nel line. They're gonna go with bare minimum accessories, and I think the idea behind that is when you pose this, you're just gonna be using the iconic hands. You're not gonna be you know, they're changing them a lot, and it seems like a waste when you have all these other accessories just sitting down. I know I could see the same thing with other figure lines like the play arts, but the play arts, there are certain hands that would have been great, but it's not there. But for this one, yeah, I'm gonna be dual wielding that blade and blaster, and I'm just gonna keep it at that. Even the Megaman here, that's pretty much the hands I need, and I'm happy with that. And yeah, I think it's just that balance. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.